Welcome to The Way for Paralegals with your hosts, Marisa and Allison McKeen. This is the podcast for paralegals by paralegals and attorneys who believe that paralegals are the lifeblood of law firms and deserve a place to connect, grow, and engage. All right, let's dive into this episode.
Okay. Well, first, I think we have to recognize this was not planned. We just have such great swag. We can't resist wearing it all the time.
Peace and love and para era.
You will find us in these at Lex.
Yes. And elsewhere.
And elsewhere, yeah.
Trader Joe's today.
Yeah. Probably Whole Foods after work.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
How is para era going?
It's great.
Yeah?
It's going good. We're really kicking off things, getting ramped up for all the conferences coming up. You're going to see us a lot. I mean, our community is wonderful, so
we have an awesome community.
We have such a great community.
So Ryan gave us a sticky topic for today.
He did.
What is it, Marisa?
So we're going to talk about the stupid things that paralegals do.
Stupid things.
Stupid things that paralegals
do.
Yep. You heard that right.
Yep. That was Ryan's topic.
But it's not what you think it is. So
what is a stupid thing that paralegals do?
Well, I thought this was it was about a 45-second conversation. If anybody knows Ryan, they know that conversations happen very quickly and then we get to work. So he did what he mentioned, which I really liked, was paralegals blaming themselves for angry clients.
Why is that stupid?
That's stupid because we feel so much guilt and pressure of the job on a daily, and we look at it as if, okay, this person's upset, they're angry because of their situation, they're taking out on me. Okay, now if this client speaks to the attorney, they may tell them it was my fault or something along those lines. So we're overly apologetic, I feel, at times to the clients instead of being respectfully putting them in their place, I guess.
Yeah.
At times when it's needed. I mean,
I feel my anxiety rising as we're talking about this because I feel like I know this.
Yes.
I wasn't a paralegal, but I know this feeling.
Yep. And I think that if you don't, especially if you're new, this can happen in any type of law, but in personal injury specifically, they're dealing with a loss of a car, potentially, no money to pay for a new car because what their car was worth is not even going to get them a beater these days. Injuries, being unable to work because of the injuries or transportation, just feeling horrible, no money's coming in. There's so many factors in personal injury cases that I think people don't always think about because we're on the other end of it as our job and we're not feeling what the person feels. So I guess that kind of rolls into having empathy, not just sympathy, but empathy for the person's circumstance. So they may call and be very upset, but it's not necessarily with you. And I think helping them recognize that they're kind of being a little extreme towards you, but not telling them that, you can't stop talking to me like this. Don't be angry back. But again, don't apologize for something that is not your fault in the first place. You're sincerely there trying to help them, trying to navigate this whole new situation with them and for them. So I think I would say paralegals are stupid for taking the blame for those type of things when really we should be explaining to the clients that we understand that they're upset and we just want to make sure that, everything works out to the best of our abilities and that we get that they're mad, but they don't need to be so extreme when they're talking to us because in the same hand, people can be upset and they get mad and they're just saying things that don't relate to anything that we need to know.
Yeah.
It's not something about their dog doing something in the corner. If you are angry when you call, you're going to forget to say important things. So I would say if you do get a client like that, ask them maybe is there a better time for us to talk? You know, I understand that you're upset right now and we want to make this a productive call.
Yeah.
They may even just calm down at that moment because they realize like, oh, you're right. Like, sorry. Like, don't mean to.
When someone comes in hot.
Yes.
I mean, did you have a customer service, like retail job when you were first starting to work?
So when I first started, yeah. I mean, my first job was Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
So I was very customer face to face. You know, you had your regulars and all that.
And you don't know what somebody's going to come in with.
Yeah, no. No.
They've had a bad day.
Yep.
And they're going to take it out on the next person they see.
Yeah. And some people, like, coffee is life.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Coffee is life to me. And if I don't have coffee, I might get a headache, which is bad. But some people, it's very extreme to them. So I think like any field you work in, you're going to have an angry customer or client. It's the way the world works. Nobody's perfect. It's just about how we handle those and not taking the blame for somebody that is treating you in a way that you should not be treated while you're trying to help them.
Yeah.
But again, like there's many things that fall into that place of like angry clients too, which when I'm in my trainings with new paralegals or case managers, I always explain to them, you know, if a client calls and they're angry, try to understand why first, because there's so many factors. It could be all the ones I mentioned before, like they're injured, they're stressed, they're all this. But there's also the other factor of a brain injury. So a TBI, traumatic brain injury, that could have even happened prior to their accident. It may be something they've lived with for a long time. And what that can do, it alters the brain's ability to regulate their emotions properly. So I've had a client that was a veteran, the military, and he sustained a TBI because of the military. He got into a car accident, older gentleman, and he would just call and he would just yell. Like, and it took months of us trying to say, like, I'm not going to say his name, but sir, you know, you can't call like every time and just yell at us. Like we're doing the best we can. We've done everything you've requested up to this point. You know, this is where we are at, and we need you to just like take a chill pill. And finally he just came out. He's like, I'm really sorry. I don't mean to do this, but I have a TBI. And I like, he explained to me and I was like, okay. So like anytime he would call and he would be like that, I would just talk to him normal. Yeah. Like he wasn't yelling at me.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to understand your clients very deeply, I guess. Not on a friend, hey buddy, I'm your pal level, but you are a support system in a sense. And you need to know their injuries so you could do your job to the best of your ability. Understanding those type of things, I think, really helps because yes, they're yelling at you, but there's a reason behind it. They're not actually mad at you. They're not angry.
I think one of the things you said was you have to understand what is going on. Like that's thing number one.
Yes.
And so like stupid thing that we can all do, not even just paras, is assume that when somebody's yelling at us, it's about us.
Right.
Or something that we did. And we have no idea what kind of day they've had before they got on the phone or came to our office. Or sent that email, you know. And so I think like taking a step back and okay, your first impulse might be, I messed up. I did something wrong. But you take a step back and like, okay, I need to ask questions about what is really going on here before reacting. And sometimes just listening to somebody and just saying, I hear you. I can tell. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Sometimes that's enough to people just want to be heard.
Just want to vent for a little bit. You also find the ways to kind of get them back on track as well. Because we know like we can't sit on the phone for an hour and not talk about their case. We have to do something productive on this call, but also just give them a little bit of time to get what they're feeling off of their chest. Yeah. Because you're going to get a lot more clarity from them on the facts that you need from them and what, you know, how this has affected them. Even to that point, like ask them to write these things down, because that is so useful for a case when somebody can have it documented, from the date of the accident all the way up to the point, like all of their emotions that they're feeling because of this situation.
And now this brings me back to a client that we met with recently who gives her clients, or a lawyer that we met with.
Yes.
Who gives her clients journals.
Yes. Yep.
And I think it
was brilliant.
That's an amazing idea, to give a client a journal.
Yep.
That's attorney-client privilege.
Yep.
But it's write down all your questions.
Yes.
Write down all of the things that are happening and then share them all at once.
Yep.
So that it's not a constant, like, I might forget this, I need to email right now. Some things will take care of themselves. I thought that was so brilliant. But like, same thing. And sometimes even just the act of writing.
Yep.
I find that if I'm consistent in journaling, my mood actually improves.
Yeah. Same. And you, like, as you're writing it, it's different than talking. You're writing and you can kind of make side notes, where when you're talking, you can mentally, but my brain's not too good at doing that. But
mine isn't either. I'm not good at talking.
And then making a side note to remember what to say again. Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'll be like, okay, what was I going to say?
The words don't always come in the right order.
Same. But yeah, I mean, asking your clients to write things down, the journal, like, that was
so smart,
amazing idea. And I had no idea that if they write it down until that day, that it's attorney-client privilege. If your attorney gives you something and says, then it's automatically attorney-client privilege, which I think is great. And, it doesn't mean that you cannot then disclose it. It's just that if somebody requests for it, they can't have it, because that's between the client and the attorney. But if there are important things to be disclosed, like their pain levels from the beginning of their case to where they're at now, have they changed, like where they've been the past couple of months? Things like that are important, especially evaluating cases. So so
talking to your clients about journaling, keeping all their questions together, keeping track of how they're feeling. But I think, like, the stupid or silly thing that paralegals do, that we all do, is blame ourselves when somebody comes at us hot. And it's just not fair to us when we do that. What's another stupid thing?
Another stupid thing paralegals do is blame themselves again for attorney responsibilities.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I think that's a huge one.
And let me tell you, there is a very clear boundary.
Yes.
Paralegals have their sphere and attorneys have their sphere. And it's not fair, and I'm saying this as a lawyer, for paralegals to be in the front line when attorneys aren't doing their work. That's a really tough place to be.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it, if you work in litigation, your role as a paralegal. For instance, you're drafting discovery, but I can't file this discovery until it's approved by the attorney.
Yeah.
So if I've been asking, okay, I need this reviewed, and then it falls off of their to-do list because they've made another to-do list and didn't add that one to the new one. And then, okay, now we it's overdue. And I'm like, hey, we need to file this. And they're like, well, why hasn't that been done? Well, you're in that like weird position of authority where it's like, you don't want to, I guess I would say, be like, well, you didn't do your job. Like, we kind of sit back and we're like, well, I thought, I messaged you, like kind of get timid about it. I was like that in the beginning. I think that also comes down to like how to communicate with an attorney and knowing when that you do actually have to put your foot down. Like,
so what do you do?
We're behind.
How would you approach that?
I mean, it really depends. Just like any client is different, every attorney is different, the way that they communicate is different. If I know that this attorney sees my messages in, Slack or Teams or whatever, and they're responsive to those, but if I go to their office, they're probably going to be like, I don't have time. I'm going to send them a message and I'm going to, monitor that throughout the day to see if they've gotten back to me. If they haven't, and it's something I need by tomorrow or the next, I'm going to make sure I catch them before they leave. Like, I know that that's not their communication style for me to go up, but this is now to the point where like, I can't wait any longer. You need to give me an answer. And if you can't give me an answer, I need to know when you will be able to give me an answer.
You need to stand up for
like
yourself.
We need to, because I don't want to be put, one, it's going to put all of my work behind. Then I'm going to be, having to do discovery, which takes a while, 30 days late, and filing extensions, which never looks good to do, is, having to continue things and keep filing extensions on legal or litigation cases. So I think that if you could do it in a timely manner, you have the capability to do it, and your attorney is not following up on their end, you definitely need to either go to their supervising attorney if they're really just not giving you what you need, or tell them, I need this to do my job, and I'm doing this so that your job is easier,
So not standing up for yourself.
Right.
Or up for your, standing your ground.
Yes.
With the attorney.
Yeah.
Is something.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been in that situation. It didn't have to do with discovery, but I was told to file a pleading I've never done before. I can't even remember what it was, but it's not a paralegal's job. This pleading was not a job for a paralegal. This was a very in-depth pleading, or it might have been an objection, something to that sort I was told to do. And I said back, this was all documented in the file. So also always document your communications with the attorneys, with the clients, always. That's just the tip of the day, because this saves your life more times than you know. So I mean, it was tasked to me. I documented. I'm like, this is not really, in my scope, but I'm happy to learn it. And it was like, no, this needs to be done right now.
So the
type
attorney
of thing
assigned you
yes
a complaint.
Yeah.
Had the attorney ever drafted that kind of a complaint before?
I'm not certain.
But you weren't given any guidance.
But I wasn't given any guidance, and I clearly stated that. I was like, listen, this is not something I've ever done before. It's totally out of my scope. I wouldn't even know the first steps. If there's, I can look for a template, but if I don't even know. I said, I'm happy to learn it, but that's something we're going to have to go through. And the response was, no, this needs to be done right away. See if somebody has a template or it was something along those lines. And I'm like, what in the world? So I'm like, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just was a simple thing. I was like, I'm sorry. I cannot get to that. In the time frame that you need it, and for me to be able to learn this, I can't do that. And then no response after. So I said, I did my part. I said what I had to say. And then that attorney ended up calling the head attorney at the firm, who then called me into his office and called that attorney back. And I was sitting in the room after I explained the situation to the head attorney. He said, okay, give me 1 second. Don't say anything. And he called that attorney on speaker. The attorney on the phone didn't know I was in the room. And he asked him to explain, and he flat out lied.
Wow.
And I was just like, this. And, but prior to that, I said, everything's documented in the file. It's right there. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not nervous I'm going to get in trouble or anything. So after this attorney lied very boldly, the head attorney shut him down very quickly and told him, no, that's your job. And don't ask anybody to do this for you again. That you should have already done this type of thing. And I was just like, all because I documented.
Yeah.
Because I would have gotten blamed for that. If maybe I didn't say, hey, that's out of my scope. I don't know how to do this. I would need you to guide me before I could be able to attempt to do this. If I didn't say anything like that, I feel like it would have been bad for both sides. Marisa, you should have said, you don't know how to do that, or something along those lines. I'm just happy I documented it, but you just got to stand up for yourself too.
Yeah.
So
not communicating.
Yes.
Is a stupid thing that paralegals
not
can
communicating.
Do. Not communicating.
Yep. Not documenting.
I don't know how to do this.
Yes.
And I need guidance.
Right.
I can't just practice law.
Right.
For
right.
you.
Right. Yeah. If you don't know how to do something, that's another stupid thing that paralegals do. If you don't know how to do something, 1, ask how urgent it is. And 2, don't just try to figure it out on yourself. Google, yes, great. ChatGPT, okay, great. But those things are not going to show you really how to do something the proper way. And you're going to spend a lot of time doing research you don't need to be doing.
And attorneys, I'm gonna say something crazy. Attorneys don't learn how to manage people.
Right.
We're not the best managers all the time. So like standing up for yourself,
yeah,
I think is just fair.
Yeah.
And setting boundaries to the extent you can. It's just it can be a really tricky situation.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. And I think it like the not being able to navigate something, wanting to learn more. One, to attorneys, like you'll notice the team members at your firm that are eager to learn. They'll stand out. They'll ask questions all the time that you probably wouldn't even expect them to know to ask, because they're hearing things, they're following people that, you know, they learn from and look up to. So if you're a paralegal that wants more education or joining a free webinar or going to a CLE event, you know, somewhere, I encourage you to like ask. And if your attorney is like, oh, you know, it's not in our budget right now, whatever the case may be, just look for one in the future even, or don't give up because they just said no once, or ask like a different department at your firm. Maybe they think that they have to pay for that out of pocket or something when really the firm will pay for it. Explore all of your avenues on how you can get educated.
Not thinking about your own career advancement is another stupid thing.
Yes. It's a stupid thing that paralegals do, not asking for more guidance and education when they want it, because they think the answer is going to be a no and it's a no forever. But I mean, that's the worst they can say is no. Yeah. And if that's what you're looking for, then you're not at the right place.
Yeah.
There's that. We work with so many wonderful firms that always encourage their team members to learn more and are willing to give them those opportunities to train more, find more webinars and everything, events, and So
did you go to CLEs? Continuing legal education?
I did go to CTLA, CLEs, but
that's Connecticut Trial Lawyers
Association. Yeah. Yes. But outside of that, like there's not really that many for paralegals in Connecticut, but I want to say like Charleston, South Carolina, I know theirs does a lot for paralegals. I mean, if you're in that area, I can give you the contact for the Charleston Paralegals Association. They do great CLEs, so let me know if you want that information.
And just online.
Yeah.
There's so many options now.
Yeah, absolutely. Or Marisa.
Or Marisa will teach you stuff.
I can teach you.
Are there any other stupid things that paralegals?
I thought I had one in my head. See? That's the side note that didn't work.
I have one.
Okay.
How about not taking a break during the day?
Yes.
To get up, walk around, leave the office, have lunch, but just giving yourself that break, which is probably legally required.
Yes.
But also emotionally, mentally, just stepping away.
Yep.
And taking a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say when I would eat lunch at work, it would be at my desk. But when I was eating, I was working, but I would make sure that I would step away from my desk. Like maybe I would eat at like 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon. It's a late lunch hour. And typically like during that time, you don't really want to step away from your desk because of, you know, the type of work that goes on at those hours, I guess.
People think you're going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I would eat lunch late, but I would eat at my desk. So like I'm working and just, you know, eating. But I would always make sure like I would get out of the office for at least like 30 minutes, like 20, 30 minutes. And I'd go grab a coffee down the street and I'd come back and maybe sit in my car for like 5 minutes, get some fresh air or whatever. Stepping away really does like rejuvenate you to get back to work, I don't know, better than you were all morning.
Yeah, and especially if you have a moment where you've read a difficult email or you've had an angry client or an angry lawyer.
Yep.
Just getting up, not like that minute,
Yep.
walking out.
Yep.
But taking time to like really kind of reset.
Yes.
It's so important to find that balance again.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think that's another stupid thing if we are consumed by our work all day.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely guilty of this.
Yes.
But on the days that I get up and just say, I am deliberately
Yep.
taking a break right now, I feel like I do better.
Yeah. Even if you're like just need to scroll on your phone for 15 minutes, you know, or play a game on your phone or doodle on a piece of paper. I mean, just taking your brain out of work mode for 30 minutes can really help you think clearly again, remember things that you were supposed to do or get back to. And if you're about to send an angry email, I think that's when you should take a break and then come back and read your email before you send it. That's another stupid thing paralegals do.
Put it in drafts.
Yes.
Go for a walk.
Yes.
Maybe sleep on it.
The angry emails to the adjusters. I have gone back to an email a couple days in a row because I needed to cool down. And each day I got a little bit more and more chill. But it's just like some of those cases that are well worth even more than the limits. And there's just those little nitpicky things the adjuster tries to defend and delay. Irritates me beyond belief. But you can draft it angry, but then just reword it, throw it into ChatGPT and tell it to make you sound a little bit nicer, but stern.
That is great.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that I do, and I love the expression touch grass.
Yeah.
Because I'll go, when I'm feeling upset about something, I will go out and I will weed.
Yeah.
I will pull weeds out of my yard.
I love weeding.
And there is something about touching the ground. Yeah. That it does bring you back down. Yeah. To normal. Yep. Like your base level. And there is something really therapeutic about it. Yeah. So you can go weed. Yeah. Go touch. Go take plants. Your dog for a walk if you work from home. Literally touch grass. Literally touch grass. And it will help you, actually. Any other stupid things?
I feel like this is going to be a series now.
Because we're going to step away and come up with like
10 because there's like so many stupid things that paralegals do that they should stop doing in the most respectful way. Yeah. Because you're all awesome.
Yeah. Stop taking crap.
Yeah.
Taking crap is a stupid thing.
Yes. And I think it's hard. I think the last thing I'll say, giving credit to the paralegals, is that it's hard for us to sometimes recognize when a toxic work environment is actually toxic and not just, I guess, maybe you feel like you're not doing enough or maybe you're not as good as you thought you were when you got this position. Yeah. I think we blame ourselves a lot for that when in reality, it's the environment you're in. And we have a hard time recognizing toxic supervisors.
I think in the law, it's just almost like expected. Yeah. Like, that's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah. But it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
If you go to work every day feeling like this.
Right. Like,
just your stomach clenching. Yep. Feeling sad and. Yeah. It just.
Or like nervous to ask a question that you just simply need an answer for.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not.
That's not how it should be.
No.
And I don't think you have to take that.
Nope.
There are better places.
I know of some. If you need a recommendation, let me know.
I mean, we work with amazing clients who are really trying to build healthier law firms. Yes. Just where people are valued and appreciated and you know, there are just more transparency, communication. It's a deliberate process. Yes. You have to deliberately want to put that in place.
I mean, our community is great. And I think if you're a paralegal that's listening to this and your attorney is part of our community, I will tell you they have your back. They're constantly reaching out to us on how they can better support you guys, like what they can do to incentivize, what they can do to, you know, make you feel like you're recognized. So shout out to our community.
Our community is amazing
for doing that. Yeah. Yep.
Good for all of you.
Yeah.
But okay, so that'll be it for our series today.
Yes.
I'm sure we'll come up with other things.
Yeah.
But so now we talk about books.
Yep.
What are you reading, watching, or listening to? Is that?
Well, I have 2 now.
Okay.
So I watched The Unknown Number.
Oh my gosh.
It made me so mad. It made me so angry.
We can't do spoilers, but oh my gosh. If you haven't seen this, it is worth watching.
Yeah.
Unknown Number on Netflix.
Yes. Yep.
Oh my gosh. It consumed me all weekend.
Yeah. I watched it like a week ago or week and a half, whatever it was, but I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like how, yeah.
It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, a lot. And then the other is shout out to attorney Chris Early for his book that he mailed.
Oh.
Scaling.
Scaling the Wall?
Scaling the Wall. Yes. Started reading the first intro and I'm already hooked.
Oh.
So I can't wait to keep reading that.
Hey.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah. How about you?
So Unknown Number.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I just picked up, my daughter said, she's 15. She said that she stole this book from her school, by which she means the library is getting rid of it. She doesn't break any rules ever.
Yeah.
But she likes to say that she stole it. So it's The Maid by Nita Prose.
Oh.
And I love a mystery.
Yep.
I love a cozy mystery. So I'm reading this and it's charming and I just got right into it, which I so appreciate every time I can get like right into a book.
Yep.
So that's what I'm reading right now.
That's awesome.
All right. So
cool. So we'll be back with another series on Para Era, the stupid thing that paralegals do.
Awesome. See you then.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Way for Paralegals. If you like what you heard, please follow, rate, and review the show. Until next time, keep being all that.